Welcome back to a new video. So now we are playing the New York Mets. So into that game, we're 3.5 games back, tied for the last spot in the wild card. So hopefully working to be closer to the top of the division and making sure that we can at least secure a wild card spot. We have Emmett getting the start today, so hopefully he pitches pretty well. He pitched pretty poorly the last time that he was out for us. Brian Rocchio continues to be a stud for us with his 279 average, which has been rapidly going up for many games now. And it looks like that's going to be a fielder's choice there. So we have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And Brandon Lowe is going to hit a base hit there, scoring Brian Rocchio. So 2 hits in the first inning and a run. So we'd love to see that. We got a guy on second as well, too, because of the throw to home. Jonathan Aranda is up here, and he's going to hit a single as well. He's going to be held at first there, but we got 2 runs in the first inning, so you can't really ask for a better start than that. Spencer Torkelson is going to hit a single here. So already 4 hits here in the first inning. Our offense is coming out firing. We love to see that. But Curtis Mead is going to be the third out of this inning, but a fantastic start for us, giving Emmett all of the opportunity in the world to have a good day. So he's going to pitch around and see how that works. And he goes 1, 2, 3. So we love to see that. Andrew McCutcheon gets hit, and he's going to have to come out of the game. So we have to make a substitution there for him. And yeah, looks like Andrew McCutcheon's in left field. So we're bringing in Chandler Simpson, and he's going to play in left field and get some free stolen bases. So we love to see that. So he gets 2 stolen bases. He's up to what? 91. So he's getting close to that 100 mark. I don't think we'll get to 100 in this video, but if he gets a couple of hits, you never know. It's basically every time he gets on, I mean, it's like a guaranteed 1 stolen base, but gets the third, and unfortunately, we're not able to get him in. So still a 2-0 lead. Emmett gets his first strikeout of the day, gets his second strikeout of the day, and gets his third strikeout. So he strikes out the side there in the third inning. Parker's back up. He's going to lead off the inning with a single. Our 5th hit of the day. He's going to steal second. There's going to be an error, and he's going to be able to get all the way to third. So we have nobody out and a runner on third. Of course, Brandon Lowe is going to strike out swinging. Jonathan Aranda is going to, is that a, oh no, that's just a sacrifice fly. I don't know why I thought that was a home run there, but he is going to hit that runner in. So productive out by Jonathan Aranda. So we'd love to see that. So that kind of 1-2 punch there, seemingly a pretty good combination. Spencer Torkelson base hit his last time. This time he is going to get out. So we have 5 hits here with 1 error, or they have 1 error, I should say. And Emmett's still pitching pretty decent. Gives up his first hit of the day. Jared Young is up. He's going to walk that guy. Jose Siri is up, and he's going to be the first out of the inning. Starling Marte is up. He's going to be the second out of the inning. Pete Alonso is going to be the third out with that ground out there. So Emmett doing a lot better than his previous one. Clay Holmes, despite giving up 3 runs on 5 hits, does have 5 strikeouts. So is striking out a lot of people and now has 6 strikeouts. Chandler Simpson is up, and Chandler Simpson is going to hit a double here. So he's uh, in the game because Andrew McCutcheon got hurt. He's going to steal third, so he has another stolen base. So he's up to what, 92. So Dylan Dingler, productive out. He's going to hit a ground out, and Chandler Simpson is going to score. So we love to see that. So we're putting the ball in play with guys in third base with less than 2 outs. So productive outs, and Jung Ho Lee is going to hit a 2-out double there to center field. Brian Rocchio is not going to be able to hit him in, but actually hit it pretty well to center field. But we get another run, so we're up to a 4-run lead. Emmett with 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit given up. Now he has 2 hits given up with Juan Soto getting a double there. He gets his 5th strikeout of the day by striking out Francisco Lindor. He gives up a single, which does not result in a run quite yet. Francisco Alvarez is going to get out. Nope, he's going to sneak onto base, and that's going to be the first run that he gives up. Tyrone Taylor is going to get a single and is going to load the bases up. Time for Emmett to work out of this jam. He's going to get the second out of the inning, which is going to result in a sacrifice fly, so they get another run. Jose Sierra is going to hit a base hit there. And did someone get thrown out? Oh, I guess that was, wow, what a throw. All right, so we throw him out from home. What a great, who's our center fielder? Jung Ho Lee, what a beast. So Parker Meadows is back up. They got 2 runs in the last inning. Parker Meadows is going to strike out to be number 7 for Clay Holmes today. and Brandon Lowe is going to make that number 8. And now Jonathan Aranda is going to make that number 9. Starling Marte is back up. Emmett's made it through 4 innings, giving up 2 runs on 6 hits. His first couple he did really well, and honestly, he's doing a lot better than his last start. Even if this inning turns into be a disaster, we have 2 outs here with runners on first and third. He's going to walk another batter to load the bases, and he's going to give up the game-tying base hit to Francisco Alvarez. So we don't like to see that, and he unfortunately has to come out of the game. So pitched a little bit better than his last game, but still not really where we need him to be. We're gonna bring in Spencer Howard to try to work out of this jam. Let's see if we fully blow the lead. It looks like he's able to hold the lead there at 4. So they have tied the game back up. Spencer Torkelson strikes out for strikeout number 10. So Clay Holmes is doing a lot better now. Second out, Chandler Simpson. He is going to ground out as well. So still 4-4. Jose is going to be the first out. Starling Marte is going to get walked. We have a lot of walks today, which is kind of annoying. But we apparently prevented the hit and run based on that animation there for the second out. Juan Soto is going to take a strike as he steals second, but that is going to be it. So we have worked around that runner in scoring position. We both have 4 runs on 7 hits. They do have 1 error. Dylan Dingler is going to start out this inning with another strikeout. My goodness. So they have a new pitcher in, so it's not adding to Clay Holmes' total. Jung-Ho Lee hit a double the last time, but this time he's going to pop out to left field. Brian Rocchio with 2 outs is going to pop out here. So the score stays tied at 4-4. Francisco Lindor is going to lead off the inning with a double. Brett Beatty is going to be the first out of the inning. Francisco Alvarez will be the second out. Brandon Nimmo is going to be the third out. So we're able to work around that leadoff double. Parker Meadows is up, and he's going to be the first out of the inning. Brandon Lowe, he's going to get walked here with 1 out. So we have a runner on for Jonathan Aranda, who's going to ground out on the fielder's choice, getting a runner into scoring position with 2 outs for Spencer Torkelson, who is going to pop out here, ending harmlessly for the other team. Spencer Howard is at the end of his stamina, or starting to get to the end of it. So I think it's time for Phil to come in to hopefully get a hold here from them in the 8th inning. Jose will be at a single here. Starling Marte will roll into a fielder's choice. So they have a runner on second base. I didn't realize he's that fast. So pretty good speed on second base. Pete Alonso is going to strike out but reach first. So not good. Juan Soto. Who's after Juan Soto? Francisco Lindor. Do we risk it? I feel like we just risk it and throw to Juan Soto. So he grounds out. I wanted to intentionally walk him, but it ended up working out for us. So now we have Edwin Diaz in for them. Curtis Mead is going to start out the inning with a flyout. Chandler Simpson is going to strike out swinging, and Dylan Dingler is going to hit a 2-out double. So we have the go-ahead run on second base, but Jung-Ho Lee is striking out to keep the game stuck at 4-4. So Phil is at 18 pitches, so we're going to let him continue to pitch this inning and hopefully pitch a scoreless inning. So now we're into the 10th inning. We have a lot of pitching left, so we're not too worried about that, but Edwin Diaz is back in. Brian Rocchio is going to pop out here, so don't like to see that. They bring in Jose Buto, I think that would be how you say his name, but Parker Meadows is going to hit a double here, which is going to score a go-ahead run for us and going to put a runner at second base. So Brandon Lowe is up. We have Parker Meadows on second base. He has really good speed, but Brandon Lowe is going to swing away and pop out. So don't like to see that. Jonathan Aranda, hopefully he can hit a base hit here. He gets hit by a pitch. Doesn't have to come out of the game or anything. Spencer Torkelson with 2 outs here and 2 guys on base is going to ground out. So we now have a lead, and now it is time for Chapman to come in to hopefully get save number 14. So Brandon Nimmo is going to get out there, but that's going to advance the runner to third base. He's going to give up a single, which is going to tie the game back up. Jose Siri is back up, and he's going to hit a walk-off home run. So a terrible, terrible inning for Chapman to come in. You hate to see it, but can't do much about that. Our offense got the lead, and we got our best guy in, and we continue to have problems with the closer in position, but I guess he's not going to pitch perfect every game, but you kind of hope that he wouldn't give up a go-ahead home run like that. So unfortunate for us, for sure. For sure. Is this guy bats right, throws right. He's batting really poorly this year. Only 13 games, though. Just looking at him on waiver wire, but he can only play outfield, so we don't really need anyone that's like that. So that ends our series against the New York Mets. So now we are playing the good old Baltimore Orioles. So hopefully we can come back from that annoying loss in the bottom of the 10th. It seems like we really struggled to hold leads at that point of the game. So Ryan Pepio is going to get the start today. He's going to start out the game with a single. Maybe we won't have to worry about holding a lead if we never have one. 2 runners on, now 3 runners on. And we get an out there, so 2 guys on base. Oh no, it was a double play, so we got out of that inning. So Mitch Killer, I believe that we had him on our team for a little bit. Yeah, we ended up trading him to Baltimore, so he's been on a couple of teams this year. Not pitching, or he didn't pitch well for us, pitching a little bit better for the Orioles. So naturally, he's going to strike out us all. It's 1 strikeout and hits Parker Meadows. He should charge the mound. All right, Parker Meadows is really frustrating me with him refusing to steal. So that's a foul ball. And that's going to be it. So Parker Meadows is back on his previous mental block where he's scared to steal, apparently. Ryan Pepio is going to give up a home run to Kobe Mayo. We don't like to see that. He gets a single with 2 outs, and they do have a 1-0 lead. So Chandler Simpson is up. He is going to be out. His average is still hanging around that 290 mark, so we like to see that. Jonathan Aranda hits a single here. Spencer Torkelson hits a single, so we have 2 guys on base with 1 out. Andrew McCutcheon, who had to be out of the last game because he got hit by a pitch and was too injured to continue, pops out here. Xavier Fernandez is going to be the last out of the inning. So we got some guys on base, but weren't able to do anything with it. Ryan Pepio gives up a single, and now it's a 3-0 count, and now gives up another single. Swinging on a 3-0 count, bold move. So Ryan Pepio is starting to struggle a little bit, so we really don't like to see that. He gets 2 outs here, and he manages to get out of that inning with only giving up the 1 run. Jung Ho Lee is going to be the first out of the inning. Brian Rocchio will follow that up with a second out, and Parker Meadows will be out as well. So nothing happening for us. Ryan Pepio at 57 pitches, so he's at a decent amount already. Gives up a 2-out double, but is able to prevent that run from scoring, so throws a scoreless inning. Brandon Lowe strikes out. Chandler Simpson is able to hit a double here to get to second base with 1 out. He's afraid to steal third. He actually steals third, so he's up to 93 stolen bases. Jonathan Aranda is going to hit a double here and get that run in and trade spots with him, at least briefly, when he was on second base. Spencer Torkelson, with a guy on second base with less than 2 outs, is going to strike out swinging, so clutch at bat by him. Andrew McCutcheon is going to hit a 2-run home run, so we'd love to see that. So we now have a 1-run lead. We still have Xavier Fernandez up, and he's going to hit a 2-out single. So our offense is still churning away. Jung Ho Lee is going to be the third out of the inning, but we were able to get 3 that inning to take a 1-run lead. Ryan Pepio has new life. He's at 77 pitches, so if he can get through 5, we would love to see that. Brian Rocchio is going to start off this inning with a single. We'd love to see that. Parker Meadows is going to follow that up with a single of his own. So 2 guys on base with no outs for Brandon Lowe, and he is going to hit into a double play. We get a runner to third, but now with 2 outs, Chandler Simpson's going to have to hit a single, which that's exactly what he does. So he hits a ground ball past the first baseman, getting that run in, extending our lead by another, and hopefully adding to his stolen base total. Hopefully continuing to add to his stolen base total. So now he's up to 95 stolen bases. Jonathan Aranda is going to get out here to be the last out of the inning. So Ryan Pepio has made it through 5 innings. We're going to give him this inning to see if he is able to get through it scoreless. He gives up a single. We're going to give him one more batter, and he's able to get through 6 innings, only giving up 2, which we love to see. Spencer Torkelson is going to start out our inning in the 6th with a strikeout or a ground out. He struck out last time. Andrew McCutcheon is going to hit a double, so he's hit a 2-run home run, 2-run home run today, I should say, or 3-run. I forget. He hit a home run today, and now he's hit a double. So he's cooking today. We'd love to see that. Xavier Fernandez is up with 1 out and a runner on second base, and he is going to hit a double over to right field, and it's going to extend our lead to a 3rd run. So we really love to see that. Really productive, really nice acquisition from us. He was a free agent and didn't even actually play for anyone in 2024. But he was in AAA with us, batting 346 when we brought him up, and he's been real productive as our backup catcher. So we like to see that. Jung Ho Lee is going to hit a single here, and he is, or it looks like he's going to actually get the second. What am I saying? Xavier Fernandez is going to score off that. So we continue to extend our lead. Brian Rocchio is back up. He's going to be the second out of the inning. Parker Meadows is up for a new pitcher. They have Yanier Cano that is up, and he is going to be out for the third out of the inning. But we get two more across. So our offense is coming alive and getting us some runs. So we really like to see that. Ramon Urias is up. So maybe we bring in Pete. Right on right matchup. He gets the first out of the inning, gets the second out, and he manages to get the third out. So he gets the hold there. Brandon Lowe is up to start this inning with a single. So we're up to 12 hits now. 6 runs off 12 hits. We love to see that. Chandler Simpson is going to fly out this time, though. Jonathan Aranda is going to stand there, watch the wild pitch, and it's going to get a guy into scoring position. And then he's going to fly out. So stranding the runner at second with 2 outs for Spencer Torkelson, who is going to ground out there. So we're not able to get anything of that inning, but we still have a 4-run lead. Pete Fairbanks is still in right now. He's thrown 17 pitches. I kind of feel like we give Tim the opportunity to throw this 8th inning. He gets the second out, and he gets the third out. So he gets the hold there. Cionol Perez, I think that'd be how you say his name. I could be completely butchering that, but Andrew McCutcheon is 3 for 3 today, I think. So he is cooking. He's a triple away from the cycle, actually, and doesn't go away. Get the second base with that first one. Xavier Fernandez is in a strikeout swinging. Back to the start of the lineup. Jung Ho Lee is up, and he is going to ground out there. Andrew McCutcheon gets to second base with 2 outs. Brian Rocchio is going to hit a single here, scoring Andrew McCutcheon. Andrew McCutcheon has been our entire offense today, but Brian Rocchio continues to be a great hitter for us. We love to see that. And we take the 7-2 lead, so that is really good for us. And we are now in the top of the ninth. We have Tim Herron still in. He's thrown 13 pitches. He threw a productive inning. I kind of feel like we just leave him in. We just see if he can get through. So he gives up a single, gets the first out. He gets the second out, and he gives up a 2-run home run, which, I mean, at this point it doesn't matter. Can we bring in Chapman for the 1-pitch save? I think that's what we do. So then he gets the out there. I don't know if that actually counts as a save, though. I'm curious if we can see that. Does that give him a save? Actually, we need to see his totals. So I think he has 14 now. Yeah, actually gave him a save. So a one out save. So you'd love to see that. So we do manage to hold on to that lead. So we'd like to see that back into the same position that we're at. So we're going to move into the next game, play a third one here. Starting to power through these games at a pretty decent pace. So Drew Rasmussen is going to be getting the start today. Full count, gets the first out, and gets through the first inning without giving up any runs. Dean Kramer is up. He's going to be the first out of the inning. Brian Rocchio, out number 2. Brandon Lowe, third out. So nothing happening for either team. Ryan O'Hearn, which we actually considered trading for at some point. Adley Rushman, the second out, and Jackson Holiday, who I don't believe played yesterday, is going to be the third out here. Jonathan Aranda is now up. He's going to ground out here. Chandler Simpson is going to fly out, and Spencer Torkelson is going to hit a walk. So I believe that's the first base runner of the game for either team. Curtis Mead is going to ground out there, so nothing happening quite yet. So Drew Rasmussen is going to give up a leadoff double to Cedric Mullins. He is going to watch the bunt miss and going to watch the double happen. So gives up the first run after the first 2 hits, and now back-to-back doubles gets them 2 runs. So not a good inning for Drew. You don't like to see that. So he gives up 2 runs. He's out of that inning, though. We need some offense now. Andrew McCutcheon's going to ground out. Dylan is going to get out as well. Jung Ho Lee for the second at bat is going to ground out for the third out. So Drew still has 4 strikeouts, walks the batter, unfortunate. Adley Rushman is going to watch that guy, Ryan O'Hearn, steal. Then gives up a single. So Drew Rasmussen is not having a good start. 1 out here with a guy on third. Cedric Mullins, he's going to be the second out here. and Ramon is going to be the third out. So it gives up another run. Our offense still has not had a hit yet today, but Ryan Rocchio is able to do that for us. So he's coming in clutch with his 279 average. I mean, that's just really good for a good shortstop. And then we hit a home run. So Parker Meadows goes a yard, decreasing the lead or the deficit down to a run. So we'd love to see that. Or that was Brandon Lowe. He's batting third today. I thought that was our Parker Meadows, but it looks like he is not getting the start today. So Brandon Lowe with his 17th home run of the year. So we definitely like to see that. Jonathan Aranda is going to follow that up with the ground out there. Chandler Simpson is going to ground out as well. Spencer is going to walk here. So we have a guy on base with 2 outs. And Curtis Mead is going to get out there. So Drew has new life. He has to hold this lead though. Reaches on an error, so we don't like to see that. 2 outs for the fielder's choice, and Jordan Westberg is going to hit a single there. Ryan O'Hearn is going to be the third out of the inning, so we like to see that. Pitches a scoreless inning. Andrew McCutcheon is up, and he had a crazy good game yesterday. I believe he had at least 3 hits. I think he was a hit away from the cycle, or he was a triple away from the cycle, I should say. Andrew McCutcheon gets on first base with no outs. Dylan Dingler strikes out. Jung Ho Lee in his third at bat is going to fly out here. Brian Rocchio, a single his last time up, is going to ground out here. Unfortunate for us, but that is all we're going to do that inning. So we only have 2 hits today. Some have 2 runs. We also have 2 errors, so we don't like to see that. Drew's at 76 pitches, walks the leadoff batter, rolls a double play, and he's able to also get out Cedric Mullins. So he gets through 6 innings. So some odd starts by pitchers. They have some rough like middle innings, but they're able to still get through a couple. Brandon Lowe, home run the last time he was up, is going to pop out this time. They bring in a new pitcher, Sir Anthony Dominguez, it looks like, and Jonathan Aranda is going to lead off his night with a walk against Sir Anthony Dominguez. Pretty fun name to say. Chandler Simpson is going to fly out here for the second out of the inning. Spencer Torkelson is not going to do anything there. So Spencer's really just kind of disappointing. Where is he at? 224. He still has 12 home runs. It's one of those things. He just gets out a lot, but if he's hitting some home runs, I suppose it's still worth it. Drew is made it through 6 innings. We're going to give him until he gives up a batter. He tends to do pretty well, even if he's out a lot of pitches, but he hit a guy there, so I think it is time to bring in some Shane Baez. See if he can get through this inning. He gives up a lead off or a single for his first batter. He gets a strikeout there for the second out, and he's able to get through that inning. So still 3-2 for Curtis Mead, who's at a blistering 167 average, which I think kind of at this point we can look and see if we can get something going. So we're going to bring in Kyle Manzardo. He's going to play right field for the rest of this game. We're going to see if they bring in the left-handed pitcher to go against him. Kyle Manzardo doesn't care. He can get out by anyone, so he strikes out swinging, which is fine with us. So now Andrew McCutcheon is going to ground out here. And Dylan Dingler, he's going to hit a single here with 2 outs. So the tying run is on base. Jung Ho Lee is going to get a walk here. So 2 guys on base. Brian Rocchio has been really good lately. See if he's going to be good for us again, and is going to be a balk of all things. So we get guys on second and third with 2 outs here. Will Brian Rocchio come in clutch? And he does just that. He hits a single over to right field, and he is going to score both of those runs. So we're able to take a 3-4 lead. So that is really clutch. Brian Rocchio is turning into one of my favorite players now. In real life, he's playing better as well on the Guardians. Unfortunately, all our pitchers apparently want to gamble on games, so I don't think the Guardians will be any good this year for the rest of the season, and they'll probably be sellers at the trade deadline. But at least we have some positivity with that. Now they do get a leadoff walk here. We get Ryan Hearn caught on stealing, which we love to see. So we get the first out of the inning. Adley Rushman is going to be the second out. Jackson Holiday will be the third out. So we maintain our 4-3 lead. Jonathan Aranda is going to start this inning with a triple of all things. So that is kind of crazy. So he's going to hit at the center field, is going to bounce to the wall, and apparently he has a lot more speed than what it originally shows. So he's able to get all the way to third with his 35 speed. We love to see that. Chandler Simpson is going to be the first out of the inning. We just needed a drive to the outfield. Spencer, please don't strike out. He strikes out. He strikes out a ton. It's actually kind of crazy. So we might need to look at Spencer just moving all the way down as well. Kyle Manzardo, he is going to hit a single here. So we love to see that, and we might need to look at bringing Kyle in for Curtis Mead on a more frequent basis. So we do extend our lead by another run. Andrew McCutcheon is going to be the third out of this inning there. So Shane Baez, do we just? I think we just kind of just let him rock and roll. He's been pitching pretty decent. He's going to get the first out. Oh wait, we have a save opportunity. What are we doing? He gets the first out. Where's our boy? Oh, he's real fatigued. So that means that we could bring in someone like Kevin Kelly to come in for the save. And I think that's what we'll do. A 2-out save. Gives up a single. Is this disastrous? Gets 2 outs. Colton Cowser is going to be out. So our boy is able to come in. Kevin Kelly is able to come in and get the save. So we'd love to see that. So before we end this video, we're going to autoplay until the next game. We are second in the division, tied with all these teams for the wild card. But now we're going to look at our lineup. So Curtis Mead is not really doing much for us, but he's had a couple of good games. But I kind of want to see, I know, I just like having a right-handed batter. So what I think we're going to do against right-handed batters, we're going to bring Kyle Manzardo in to play right field. I don't really care if he can play right field or not. We can potentially, well, it looks like Parker is doing that. So we can actually have Kyle at DH, even better. So we're going to let Curtis bat against lefties, Kyle bat against righties, and kind of go with that. Spencer, his average is all the way down to 219. He's got to have a lot of strikeouts this year. He's already up to 66 strikeouts, so he's on pace for 174 in a full season, which seems like quite a lot. So we still believe in Spencer. We have no issue with Spencer. We believe in him, but we're gonna believe in him at number 9 and move Dylan Dingler up a couple of spots. Spencer can be all the way at the bottom. We got Chandler at 5. We're gonna switch their spots. And do we can keep it there. So we'll generate the lineups there. We're gonna see. Hopefully, we can get a little bit of offensive spark there with those little bit of adjustments. I'm generally happy with our offense lately. Our pitching's been pretty decent. Emmett's pitched a lot better than his previous start. His stamina is just not really that good, but hopefully, as he continues to pitch more, he's able to get closer to that 5 inning mark each time that he's able to do that. So I didn't realize that Kevin Kelly's ERA is 6.61, but he did get a save, so we like to see that. Saving our pitching a little bit. Our pitching in general, looking at our overall, our starting pitching is at 7th, our bullpen's at 10th, so we definitely get that better. Steals will always be first because we have the most busted person in the game, Chandler Simpson, who is at how many stolen bases? He's at 95. So in the next video, if we're lucky, we'll be able to get him to 100, which would be kind of insane. But that's going to be it for this one. If you made it to this point, I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Peace.